How to buy from Taobao updated 2026. Whether you're new or old to buying from China, there's a few new things that have changed this year. Now, you will need to come back to this video, so save it or put it into a playlist so you can come back to it and find it easily. There's so much important information in this video, so I need you really paying attention. I'm gonna go nice and slowly for you guys, explain everything. Everything I talk about in this video will be in the description in order so you can find it very easily. In this video, I'll just be showing Taobao, but it works the same for all the other platforms. If you have any questions, leave in the comment section. Let's get into it. So when buying from Taobao, there's multiple different options. You can use the Taobao phone app to find items. You can use My Reddit to see a list of the top sellers, and you can see what other people are buying. And if you like the look of it, you can also buy using Reddit. The third option is my spreadsheet, which we'll go over. That is the most simple way. So first link will be the Sugar sign up. This is the platform I've been using to buy from China for about 6 years now. Sugar is the most simple, it's the oldest, it's probably the most trusted, and it has now no restrictions going into 2026, meaning you can buy absolutely every single item. So it should take you to the registered tab now. You need to put a name, doesn't matter, email, make sure you have full access to this email. Do not lose this email. It's important you use an active email. Once you sign in, you'll be brought to this page here. Now, there's a few offers going on right now. There is a top-up bonus, which I'll go over in just a second. So when you put money onto Sugar to buy items, you'll get 3.5% back on that. Also, when you're new, you get about $110 in coupons. So to find that, you go down to this coupon center down here, and you'll have a whole lot more coupons. I'm not a new user. This page will be filled for you. Make sure to use these. Some of them do have a time limit, so make sure you are aware of this tab. So now you've made an account. How do you find items to buy? So number one, the easiest way is my spreadsheet. Now, for you new guys, this is going to be your best friend. The last option, which is the Taobao app, is very difficult to sign into if you live outside China. They don't make it easy. It took me a very long time to even get into Taobao. Using the sheet will allow you to just browse items on Sugar. It's all built in, so you won't have to worry about navigating Taobao. So how to use the sheet. I recommend do this on a PC. It's very slow on phone because there's so many items. There's around 10,000. So the main page here has about 6,000 items on it. At the bottom is a shoe page, just strictly clothing page, haul video. So you'll see on this channel my haul videos. That's where you find the items from that. Watches, bags, room decor, jerseys, batch guide. There's a whole heap of pages you want to go over. Now, you got some options here. So you got the links here. You can click this and it will directly take you back to Sugar. There's no need to browse Taobao, and it'll bring you to this page here. So I'm gonna go over the purchasing page here. When you first come to this page, it may not be on your currency. So to get the currency, you want to come up to the top, make sure it's in English. Come to the currency, make sure it's in your currency. There's about 40 different currencies. When you find an item, there'll be color options. You want to make sure, obviously, it's the right color. Check the images here. And at the top here is the visit shop. So if you like the look of an item, you can click that and it will come to here and you can browse the shop on Sugar, not Taobao. This is key for you new guys, just to simplify things. And then you can scroll the pages at the bottom there. Then you see the sizes here. Now, how do you figure out your sizing? Very simple. Scroll past the images here and you'll come down to here and you'll see the size chart. Now, it's in Chinese. This doesn't fucking help. So you want to click on the image itself. Don't click this little blue box over here. You click the image here and you can see it is translated. Now this is a Yandex translation. It is pretty good, but it can be off. So you guys can use the Yandex website to make sure it's correct. Another little bonus tip. If you're lazy, I don't do this, but it's good if you're worried about getting the wrong size. Measure your favorite shirt if you're buying a shirt and get it down to the centimeters. You can write it on a notepad on your computer for the length, width, height, all the things, and then just compare it to this to see what's the closest so you can buy it that way. Every seller has different sizing, so doing this will just avoid wasting money on stuff that doesn't fit. If you're a tall guy like me, if you're a bit heavier, it is very difficult to get your sizing right, but do that, please, if you're new. So another option is to see what the most popular size is and then buy that. That's what I do, but I do not recommend that. So for this, I'm just going to do medium. I'm going to go black and then click I agree and then add to cart. So I'll go over the cart in just a second. Now on the product page as well, this is a very important one. This is how you tell if someone's actually bought the item before. This little box down here, the purchase history. So you can see his average delivery time, 3 days, and you can see what the actual weight of the item is. I would say for hoodies and sweatpants that the heavier the better. If it's below like 300 grams for a hoodie, it's probably not the greatest, but that's optional. And the ship time is important. This is the time it's taken for the seller to get the item and ship it to Sugaroo. And even better, you go down here and you can see the quality photos. On my spreadsheet, I've tried to do only the ones that are shipped within like a 5-day window. See down here, this is a very, very good batch of these. Very important to look at these before you buy because these are real items that this person is going to get. A lot of sellers will use just basic stock footage from Instagram and all of that. You want to go down here to see what they're actually shipping. If there's nothing here, it's never been bought before. So you're taking your own risk on if the item's good, if that makes sense. So these pants fit oversized. You can see here the stock for small is 7. That's because they're huge. And you can see here the other size has got double the stock. So it means everyone's buying small, meaning it probably runs big. When you're buying from China, it is necessary to get the most value for money. Buy a few items, a mixture of accessories, jackets, shirts, pants. Do not just buy one item. You're better off just going to your local store. The first kilogram of your haul is the most expensive, and I'll go over that a little bit later. I don't want to confuse you guys. So now go to the spreadsheet and you can just go down. I've got a mixture of Chinese brands, basics, and items I can't talk about on this website, but you guys know what I'm talking about. You go through and pick a few items and all the pages, go through. Just cool room decor. I'm going to have tech items in there soon. Go through it, make a little haul. The link under the spreadsheet will be my Reddit. You can go here to see what other people are buying. It's a good community. We're about 150K members. If you like someone's item, go here. You can see the quality photos. And you can also purchase it. That is an option. And then the last method is using the Taobao app on your phone. It's optional. It's what I do, but it's tricky. You need to do a bunch of verification. I would suggest those two methods, but if you guys want me to do a detailed tutorial on that, let me know. Okay, so take the time now, add items to your cart. So now we're gonna go to the cart. So the cart is back on this page. It's at the top here. You click this. So this is the cart here. Now it is split up into the different brands and sellers. So you can see here, Cabbage, you got this tech company, and then you got Pine, Moissanite seller, all this stuff here. Now you wanna look and make sure, the first thing I want you guys to do is double check the quantity is all at 1. Unless you want multiple, just make sure it's on 1. And you want to go through, you can go select all, but I have $4,000 of items in my cart. We are not doing that. We are not doing that. You don't got to check everything at once. So go down, select your items here. I'm going to grab that one. I'm going to grab these. Fuck it, we buying a hat, bro. So go down here and you want to keep in mind this total here. You want to make sure the quantity is for the exact amount of items you want. Then click check out. So we're on this page here. Then double check it's the items you want. Go for the free one. There's no need to use these other ones. Check the domestic. So this one has $1. Means it's coming from somewhere far from the Sugaroo warehouse. This one's optional. I would check it as well. If you have the coupons, make sure you go here and see if you can use any on the purchasing. Click go to pay. And this is us buying the items. So we got some options here. I use the online payment and you can go to here to do like a bank remittance, but I recommend use the online one. Now, there is no PayPal anymore, which is unfortunate, but the fees on PayPal it's ridiculous. I'm not even going to get into it. It's like 5% when you put money in and it's 5% when you're taking money out, and it's all going to PayPal. Do not use PayPal. So you want to go down here. I have a balance here. I'll show you how to do that in just a second. I've got the credit card down here, which I recommend using. You use Klarna. If you don't want to pay for it now, Apple Pay. This is the most simple. It's important. I recommend, this is just an internet tip. Never type your card details directly into any website, regardless of what it is. Use something like Google Pay or Apple Pay where it's stored externally, and use something with low fees. But Google Pay and Apple Pay are the two absolute must users. So if you click that, it'll take you externally. Do it that way and then click pay now. It's going to ask you to set up a payment password. Just put it to something simple and it should say payment successful once you've done that. Now you might be asking, where are my items? What step is next? So go back up to the top here and then go up to here, my orders. It should have a little number next to it depending on the amount of items you bought. Click my orders and then go to purchasing here. And then right now you're going to see all these items here. So I'm going to go over the different order statuses for you guys now. So the first one here, the items we just bought, say pay. paid. This means you've paid the money to Sugar Guru and Sugar Guru still need to pay the person that's going to ship the items out. This takes only a few hours. Sugar Guru works on weekends as well. Should take maximum 24 hours for this to then go to purchased. Purchased means the person that's shipping the items out has been sent the money. Then it will go to purchasing here. This should only take a day to go to purchasing. It can be even faster than that. It can be a couple hours if it's a really good seller. So purchasing means the seller has confirmed they've got the money and they're now making the order. Then it will go to shipped, like this one here. This means the seller has shipped the item out and it's on the way to the packing center. Again, it should max take 7 days. After 7 days, Sugar Guru will then let you know, like, hey, we've messaged the seller. So what happens if you have second thoughts about a certain item, want to return something? What happens there? So this is very important. This is why we use an agent. Agents like Sugar Guru offer free returns for 90% of the time. I'm going to go over what they can't return in a second. So over here, you can go apply for a refund. Then Sugar Guru will just give you your money back. That's why we never buy direct from China, is because good luck trying to get your money back. Agents are like a little wall of protecting us foreigners talking Chinese to the sellers. I can't stress how important an agent is. If you get the item to the warehouse, it's the wrong size, doesn't look as good as you thought it was, you can return it for free within, I think, a 7-day window. You might want to fact check me on that. Just do it fast. Please don't wait. If you want to return something, do it as fast as possible. And it's completely free. The only time you can't return things is if a seller doesn't allow returns. If a seller doesn't allow returns, do not buy from that person. It can be for multiple reasons. It's just usually they have a high return rate. I would stay away from those type of sellers. If you run into one of those sellers, when you're trying to buy the item, it will say this seller doesn't offer returns. Don't buy from that seller. So pause the video now. You need to wait for all your items to arrive at the warehouse, and then we can proceed with the next step. You want to come down to this packing center option here. You want to click it, and these are the items that have already arrived at the warehouse. Here you can see them on the green background. These are real images of what you'll be getting in hand. So you want to make sure they're good items. I bought this glass mouse pad. I thought that was a crack at the top, but it's a hair. You want to go through all these images, and then you can see it's gone on this one. Then these are mouse pad skates, pants. So how do you tell if an item's good? You can see at the top here is the weight. In grams, this is 790. I would say for a hoodie, over 500 grams is decent. Anything over 1 kilogram or 1,000 grams is very good. If you want second opinions on if the item's good, go to the Reddit link, which should be second link of the description. You can post the QC photo in here and ask for people's opinions. Now, take everyone's opinion with a grain of salt. If you think the item's good, disregard opinions. People on Reddit are very picky, but it's a good option to make sure you're getting the best value for money. So now I'm going to show you guys how to ship the items out. I'm going to give you guys vital tips on how to protect your haul, best shipping routes, and this is the most important part of the video, so listen the fuck up. Okay, so when shipping out a haul, my rules of thumb, like I said before, a mixture of items, hoodies, shirts, accessories, everything. Do not just ship only shoes out. Shipping only one item and lots of it, not the best idea. So if you've bought a lot of items, you want to go through and individually select items. I would keep it to no more than 20 items. That's like at most. I'd keep it to even around 10 to 15 items. You want to go through and select them individually. If you have 2 to 10 items, you can do it all at once. So you have a free storage period here of 100 days. After that, you'll need to pay, I think, like $3 for 30 days. I would try to ship them out quickly and don't forget about items. So go through and individually select items here, and you can see the total selected items down here. So keep this in mind. And then you want to do submit parcel here. So we got a mixture of items here. Glass items. So you want to protect that. You want to come over here, see this tab at the top here, service. Click the little plus icon. Now for fragile stuff, you want to use this one here. So it protects it with foam. Highly recommend it for fragile stuff. Now there's other options here we'll go over in just a second. And then the other option here is keeping the original box and putting foam around it. This is an expensive option here. I recommend removing as many boxes as possible to get the cheapest shipping. So here, this one I know has a huge box. You can see by the volume. So click the plus icon here. You want to scroll down to this one here. It's a free option. It's remove the box. Guys, I'm telling you, remove all shoe boxes. You have to go down individually and do all shoe boxes. So remember that. Remove the shoe boxes. This is going to cut your shipping down by hundreds of dollars if you have lots of shoes in it. I've been doing this for years, and this is the most effective way to get the cheapest shipping. You want to click the tick up here. It's completely free. Click confirm. Now here is the parcel value added service. This is optional. So I'm going to go over the one I use. It's the $3.60 option here. So you can see here what it looks like. It comes with these corner caps on it. If you live in a rainy country, this one is vital. I'm going to tell tell you why. I've had damage to some of my boxes if it's been left out in the weather. This is by the shipping companies in your country. It's kind of out of everyone's control, but if you want to protect your items, you spent your hard-earned money on it. I do this one. It's not necessary though. You don't need to select any of these. The first thing you want to do is add your shipping address here. So you want to click add address on the side and fill this out in as much detail as possible. Triple check, get this right. You don't want your neighbor getting a drip. Pretty simple to fill that out. Select this button, default address. It will be there every single time. So now we have the logistics. Depending on where you're from, this is all going to be different. I'm from Australia, so you Australians, you're in luck. You can just copy me. If you're in America, you can go down to the messaging center here and you can message customer service and ask what the best shipping line for your country is. There's a couple things here you want to look for when you're picking your shipping line. Of course, one is the price. One is the ship time, the estimated days. If you need it ASAP, you're going to have to pay a little bit more. Rule of thumb, don't pick the absolute cheapest option. I would say never pick a C option. I'm telling you, this shit takes so long. It's very cheap. Do not do this because I had so many packages damaged doing sea freight. Only do this if you're buying a couch or something massive. I do not recommend UPS ever. My go-to is EMS. It's the most cost effective. It has constant updates. A vital piece of information you want to look for is this. It says the shipping to Australia, when the package arrives at the destination, the logistics will be updated. What this means is the tracking will only update when it's in your country. So it takes about 10 days for that on average. Sure, will give you a tracking number, but it returns an error for 10 days and people always freak out, but it says it here. It will start updating when it arrives in your country. However, EMS will update the second you get the tracking number. So if you're new and you want the peace of mind, go with an EMS. But again, you can ask customer service what they think. They know more than me. This is kind of personal preference. So you can see here, EMS 60, 10 to 20 days, a little bit slow for my liking. You want to go for like a 10 to 30 days, I would say. And this is just an estimate, by the way. This one here, Sal, never use Sal, no matter where you're from. Sal is terrible. Don't use Sal ever. EMS is the most user-friendly. So I'm going to go with EMS 60 here. Click select. So we're at the very last steps here. So you got some options, the declaration method. I always do entrust the declaration and then check this button here. This is just an extra step that is a headache. If you don't check this, you'll need to manually declare the items individually. They're the experts. Let them do this. Purchase insurance here. Click this little button here. If you're a first-time buyer and you're just a little bit worried, I would do this. You don't need to insure for thousands of dollars. You can do a little bit in here. They suggest the items plus the shipping. That is too much money. I'll let you figure this out. It's just for peace of mind. You don't need to do this every single time. And if you don't do this and something happens to your package, you do get a little bit of it back. This will ensure you get all your money back. It's very rare anything happens to your package. It's just something to note if you would like to do insurance if you're new to this. Once you get familiar with this, keep this between me and you. You don't need to really do it, but you are sort of gambling if you don't do it. Now, package remarks, don't need to do this. Now, this is very important. New users here, select the shipping coupon. There's one there, and then you can do a discounted coupon too here. If you have them, you should have a few there. Now you can see the total amount here. Click checkout, go down, make sure all your items are in it. One last check, click confirm here. Let this page load and then select your payment method down here. Do the same payment method as before and then come up to the top here and click pay now and then click OK. Then it should say payment successful. This means you have successfully shipped out your first haul. Congratulations. This shit is about to change your fucking life. Where do we go to track this package? It's very important. Go to here, check package, and then you can see here at the top, the submitted one. This is the one we just did. It says vetted. This means they have just got the order now. You see the shipping line, the total. If you hover this, you can see all the items here. It could take like 3 to 5 hours to receive the tracking number for the parcel details. It could say it next to here as well. So the next link in the description will be 17 track. This is the best tracking for your parcels from China. You want to copy the number that's down here, go to 17 track, paste it in there. If it has an error, that means you picked one that's not going to update until it gets to your country. Do not stress if there's an error. Get the app on your phone as well. Also, once you're familiar with Shu, you can also download the app on your phone and you can buy items and track your items via there as well. You can also track it on Shu Group. It's built off 17 track, but you can use both to compare them, and you can receive updates on the 17 track app as well. So last thing, this is very very important of receipt here. So you can do this now, or you can do it when you get the items in hand. You go, have you received your package? You can wait till you get it in hand, then you click confirm, then go up to your account here. You should see you have some points here. As you ship out hauls, you will get points right here. You can click this here and go up to here. It's called the points mall. And this is the points mall here. You use these points to buy items on here for free using your points you get when you ship out hauls. Very important. You can get free items for absolute steals here. Okay. Also another one, the transaction mode, make sure it's on points and click OK. And then here you can see for 100 points, you can get this. This looks like shit, but if you're on this often, you can pick up some steals. All the good stuff always goes quick, and you can go redeem and use your points that way. Make sure you check the size and everything, but that's how you get free items on the mall. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. If you want more tutorials, drop a sub. I'll bring a bunch more out for you guys. If this helps you, drop a like and send it to a friend. Don't gatekeep, put them onto this. It's about to change your life. Hope to see you guys in the communities and everything, and see you on the channel as a regular. I love each and every single one of you. Peace.